The day my life changed started like a normal day. I was making breakfast, coffee, toast, and he was smiling. My name is Emma. I am 26 years old, and this is the story of how I lost the person I loved and found something I didn't expect. His name was Daniel. He was my fiancé. We were planning our wedding, talking about the future, a small house, a simple life. We were happy, very happy. Then, suddenly, he stopped talking. He held his chest. His face changed. "Emma," he said. And then, he fell. I called for help. My hands were shaking. Everything felt fast and slow at the same time. At the hospital, they took him away. Doctors, machines, noise, and I was just standing there, waiting. After some time, a doctor came to me, serious face, calm voice. "I am Dr. Lucas," he said. "We need to talk." My heart dropped. "Your fiancé has a serious condition," he said. "His heart is very weak." I didn't understand. "Can you fix it?" I asked. He looked at me, and then, "We can try, but you need to be prepared." That was the moment I knew my life was about to change, but I didn't know something else. The same doctor who gave me that news would later change my life in a way I never expected.
The days became slow. Very slow. Morning, hospital, night. Same again. Daniel stayed in bed. Machines around him. Beep, beep. I sat next to him, every day, holding his hand, waiting. Some days he smiled. Some days he didn't talk. He was getting weaker, and I could see it, but I didn't say anything. I just stayed. And then there was Dr. Lucas. He came every day, checked Daniel, spoke to me. Calm, kind, different. At first, it was normal. Just a doctor, doing his job. But slowly, things changed. He stayed longer, asked me if I ate, brought coffee, sometimes food. He talked to me, not like a doctor, like a friend. One night, I was sitting alone. Daniel was sleeping. The room was quiet, too quiet. I felt tired, very tired. And then, I started crying. I didn't plan it. It just happened. Everything came out. Fear, pain, all of it. And then I felt something. A hand on my shoulder. It was him, Dr. Lucas. "It's okay," he said softly. "You're not alone." I looked at him, and for a moment, I believed him. That night changed something, not outside, inside me. And I didn't realize it yet, but I was starting to feel something I wasn't supposed to feel. After that night, things felt different. Not outside, everything looked the same. Hospital, machines, Daniel in bed. But inside me, something changed. I started noticing him more. Dr. Lucas, the way he spoke, the way he listened, the way he stayed, even when he didn't have to. One day, he brought me food again. "You need to eat," he said. I smiled, a small smile. I hadn't smiled in days, and that scared me. Why did it feel good? Why did I feel calm? That wasn't right. Not here, not now. Daniel was still there, fighting, getting weaker, and I was sitting beside him, thinking about someone else. That night, I went outside the hospital. I needed air. I couldn't breathe inside. He was there, standing alone, looking tired. "Long day?" he asked. I nodded. We didn't say much, just stood there, quiet. Then suddenly, I broke again. "I'm scared," I said, my voice shaking. "I don't want to lose him." He stepped closer, very slowly, and then he hugged me. I didn't move. I didn't think. I just stayed there. For a moment, everything felt quiet, safe, and that was the problem. I pulled away quickly. "This is wrong," I said. He didn't answer, because he knew. We both knew. That was the moment I understood this wasn't just comfort anymore. This was something else, and it was only going to get harder from here.
The next day, I avoided him. Dr. Lucas. I stayed in the room, next to Daniel, like nothing happened. But something felt wrong. Not outside, inside. I couldn't look at myself. Daniel opened his eyes. Weak. Tired. But awake. "Emma," he said. I held his hand. "I'm here," I said. He looked at me. Long. Quiet. Like he was thinking. Then he said something I didn't expect. "You look different." My heart dropped. "What do you mean?" I asked. He smiled slightly. A weak smile. "You're not just tired," he said. I didn't speak. I couldn't. Because in that moment, I felt it. He knew. "I see the way you look at him," Daniel said, softly. My chest tightened. "No, it's not like that," I said quickly. But my voice wasn't strong. Daniel closed his eyes for a second, then opened them again. "I'm not angry," he said. That made it worse. "I should be," he added. "But I'm not." Tears filled my eyes. "I'm sorry," I whispered. "I didn't mean—" He stopped me. "It's okay. I'm the one leaving," he said. "You're the one staying." The words hit deep. Very deep. And in that moment, I realized something painful. The person I was afraid to lose was already preparing to let me go. That night, the room felt different. Too quiet. Too still. Daniel was awake, looking at the ceiling, breathing slowly. I sat next to him, holding his hand, tight, like I didn't want to let go. "Daniel," he said softly. "Emma, I need to tell you something." My chest felt heavy. "Don't talk like that," I said. "You're going to be okay." But even I didn't believe it. He looked at me. Calm. Very calm. "I don't have much time," he said. Tears fell down my face. "Please, stop," I whispered. "Listen to me," he said. "I need you to be strong. I need you to live." His hand tightened slightly. "Not for me. For yourself. And for him." I froze. My heart stopped again. "Daniel," I said. "I can't." "Yes, you can," he said gently. "I see it. I understand it. I don't want you to be alone, he said. I don't want you to stay in pain. I want you to be happy, even if it's not with me. I couldn't speak, couldn't breathe, because this was love, real love, the kind that lets go. I promise, I whispered, even though I didn't know how. That was the last real conversation we had, because the next day, everything changed. The next morning, everything felt normal, too normal. The machines were still on, the lights were the same, the room didn't change, but something felt wrong. Daniel wasn't speaking, his eyes were closed, his hand was colder. Daniel? I said softly. No answer. I held his hand tighter. Daniel. Still nothing. The machine changed. The sound was different, faster. Then, flat. No, I whispered. No, no. My voice broke. Doctors came in, nurses, movement, voices, but I didn't hear anything. I only saw him, still, quiet, gone. I held his hand, even after. They told me to let go. I couldn't, because if I let go, it would be real. But time doesn't stop, even when you want it to. Days passed, then weeks, then months. I went home, alone. The house felt empty, too big, too quiet. I tried to move on, but something was still holding me back. A promise, and a feeling I didn't know what to do with. Months passed. Life moved on. Slowly. Very slowly. I started working again, going outside, talking to people, smiling sometimes. But the pain didn't fully go away. I kept my promise. I tried to live, tried to be strong. For him, for myself. One day, I walked into a coffee shop. Just a normal day. Or so I thought. I ordered coffee, turned around, and then I saw him. Dr. Lucas. He looked the same. Maybe a little more tired. Maybe a little more quiet. But still him. We both stopped. Just looking at each other. No words. Just memories. Hi, he said. Hi, I replied. Simple, but not easy. He asked how I was. I thought for a second. I'm trying, I said. He nodded. I understand. We sat down. Talked. Not about the past. Not at first. Just small things. Simple things. But it felt easy, and for the first time in a long time, I didn't feel lost. I didn't feel alone. That day didn't change everything, but it started something. Something new. And this time, it felt honest. Careful. We talked more, shared things, laughed sometimes, and little by little, something grew. One evening, he looked at me and said, "Are you sure about this?" I knew what he meant. The past, the guilt, everything. I will always love Daniel, I said. That will never change. He nodded. I know, he said. But I also know he wanted me to live, to be happy. And I'm trying. Dr. Lucas didn't rush, didn't push.
he just stayed. And this time, it felt right. Months later, we were together, not replacing the past, not forgetting it, but building something new, something honest, something real. And sometimes, I still think about Daniel. His smile, his voice, his last words. Because love doesn't end. It changes. It grows. And sometimes, it lets you start again. So, tell me honestly, if you were in my place, would you move on? Or would you stay in the past? Let me know in the comments. And if you enjoy stories like this, don't forget to subscribe, because the next story might touch your heart even more.